Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome back to another episode of A Shot of Rose. Up this week, I get to have a conversation with my boy Vince. We talk about his time in a dope game and what it was like to go to prison. Let's get it. Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back again. Thank you for tuning in. If it's your fourth time coming in or if it's your first, I appreciate everybody that shows up, watches my videos, listens to what I got to say, and I can tell you how much I appreciate it. With that being said, though, please do me a favor. If you can go ahead, like this video, subscribe, and go ahead and turn on those notifications so you can get all those updates. Also, if you prefer the audio version, I am on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, wherever you like to listen to your podcast at. So this week I decided that I would have a conversation with my boy Vince. To give you a little background, he's somebody that I've known for a long time, but I hadn't seen my boy in some years because unfortunately he was incarcerated. He just recently got out, and I felt like it was important to get his conversation on to record, so that way you never know who he might touch and who he might keep from making the same mistakes that he did. So with that being said, I ain't gonna hold you any longer. Let's go ahead and get into it. But fair warning, unfortunately, my boy didn't tell me that we was going to incur certain issues whenever we started to record. So we weren't in the best environment for recording, so bear with us. But I can tell you that this conversation was so important. I learned so much. And on top of all of that, it is an in-depth, like true testimony from somebody who was in the game. And when I tell you there are some absolute jaw-dropping moments in this testimony, there's absolutely some jaw-dropping moments. So again, without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so finally made it here. Boys getting ready to come outside. I ain't just about to knock on this boy door because I don't really know his people like that. Or at least they ain't seen me in forever. So, you know, it's like, I don't even know if they remember your boy. Waiting on him to hopefully bring his ass on up out of here. Oh, where that boy at, man? I'm pretty sure this is the same house he grew up in. I ain't been over here so long, I don't really remember, to be honest with you. All right, get this box right here. We gotta get all the stuff about the car. Oh. I hope I ain't break them light bulbs because I fell about the bag, dog. I definitely just dropped them. What's good, bro? What's good, man?
I literally just got off the shop.
This boy looking all homely and shit. Like dead ass, dog. Yo, what's good, bro? Oh, dog, my nigga. So good to see you, my man. Let me check. Hopefully, let me see. See the bulbs. Break the LED, so I think they good, you know what I'm saying? All right. Grab that bag right there. That's good. Oh shit. Oh. All right. We'll come back out here. This is a good neighborhood. Ain't gonna get robbed. No. Yeah, this house you grew up in, right?
Yeah. Well, I moved out here like third, fourth grade.
Third, fourth grade? Yeah. Oh, well, nigga, this the one you grew up in, nigga. Yeah. like, bro, you like 34, 33 years old, nigga. Oh, snap. We got to come back out and get the other one of these. Okay. Oh, check us out here, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, we working with the real gear now, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. You want to know how much the Joker costs? I don't want to tell you. Okay.
Hey, that's a real one, though.
Yeah, it's lit. I'm going to let you open the door to your crib. Oh, snap. My boys got the ring. Okay. Yeah. Oh, snap. All right. Yo, this is lit. It's about as big as my game room. Bro, I can't wait till you come to the crib to see the house, dog.
Oh, it's gonna be a minute, baby.
Yeah, I know. Dang, the light bulbs done fell again. Yo, I dead ass ain't been over here in like some years, dog. This is crazy. It's always been baby blue over here?
Nah, was a long time ago from what?
Yeah, how about to say? Okay. Oh yeah, we definitely gotta change them like that. We only had one. All right, y'all. We gotta get set up here. All right. Welcome back to another episode of A Shot of Rose. I'm here with my boy Vince. If you know, I've been mentioning him on the pod quite a bit. He has a very interesting story to tell, man. He's I don't want to say my boy is a statistic, but he made some mistakes, man. And some that I felt that were powerful, and that you never know who your story is going to touch. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let me introduce my boy Vince. Tell the people a little bit about yourself. You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
Hey, what's up with it? A little bit about myself. I'm 34. What you want? You just want?
I'm saying, man, what's with you? What's your passions? What do you love, man? There's more to you than just your story. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I don't know. My passion, I guess, music, film. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to school pretty soon for sound engineering. If I can, I'm gonna try to swing film and editing too.
Okay.
I'm just, trying to stay humble, man.
Okay. Listen, man, we all got a story. We all got a journey. We all got a place where we want to go, Specifically speaking, though, let's go ahead and get right into it. You know what I'm saying? You were incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? What did you do time for?
What I did time for, well, technically on paper it would be kilo of heroin, possession with intent, and possession of a pistol.
Okay, damn. All right, and so where did you do your time at?
I did my time at different places. I started.
So they had you in multiple locations?
Yeah, I mean, well, just the whole process. They end up moving you around.
Okay.
I started my time in Chesapeake. I can't remember. Some county jail out in Virginia. Then I ended up moving to Suffolk, Virginia, whenever the feds picked my shit up. And then from Suffolk, once I got my time, I ended up in Beaumont. I was in Beaumont for quite a bit. And then I finished in Louisiana.
Damn, okay. So how long total did you do in jail?
5 years.
5 years. Damn, dog, it was that long?
Yeah, it was that long. I mean, technically it's still not over, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, 5 years. It was like 49 days short of 5 years.
Damn, dog, yeah. That's wild. Okay. So how long were you in Virginia? Just in Virginia, not the two put together. How long were you there?
Not including like just me being out there, but like you talking about from when I got arrested and all that.
Yeah.
Then about 11 months.
Okay. And then you were in Beaumont the rest of that time?
No, I went to from Virginia. I went to Beaumont. Then I finished in Louisiana.
Louisiana. Okay. So how long were you in? Damn, that's crazy. Was it because it's federal?
Yeah. I mean, there's some people that can do their whole time in one spot, and then you got some people that would do 10 different spots in 5 years, man. It just it just depends on like.
I see that part. I didn't know. I didn't know like they move people around. I knew like people would eventually get transferred, but I didn't know they moved you around that much.
I mean, yeah, it just depends. Like, it depends on your bid. It depends on like what you're doing. Because if you out the way, and like they have a point system, and your points pretty much are like where they're gonna be at, then you can stay in the same spot for a long time, you know what I'm saying? But then you sometimes like you'll get in trouble. Like if there's like a gang situation or something, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times what they do is they just gut the whole gang and just ship everybody.
Ah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Sometimes you may get in trouble for like you might have a phone or you have a knife or something, get caught with it. You know what I'm saying? Those is one of those kind of things is sometimes it's automatically like, you're getting up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
So
we gonna double back to that point system.
Yeah, for sure.
But all right, so let's kick it right off. Let's jump right into it. How you get started, man? Walk me through the day leading up to the day and then the day you decided to commit to like, you know what I'm saying, running this type of lifestyle.
How I got started. How you get started? I mean, I kind of had always, I guess, one foot in just because, like, I mean, I always did like the normal shit, I considered it normal, like, selling weed or whatever. First you sell weed just because you want to at the least smoke for free, you know what I'm saying, or cheap. You know what I'm saying? You hope to make some money. So that was like the whole like mindset getting into selling weed or whatever. And then just like how, which I really don't consider like selling weed, like, you know, like fucking around.
I mean, weed ain't a drug anyway, but we gonna talk about that like later. But yeah, weed ain't a drug anyway, y'all.
But
so
when it got serious, like when I knew it was serious, dog, I just I had my partner, man, it's my best friend, dog. He ended up his brother ended up getting out of prison, and just I can't remember like exactly what happened, but I remember my partner, like me and him was living together. You know what I'm saying? We was going half on everything. I'm talking about when I say going half on everything, we going half on a gallon of milk. We going half on it. Yeah, okay. We was going half on everything. And just his brother come home, and I don't put two and two together at the time, but at some point I remember like asking him for money for like the light bill or the rent or something, and he was like, all right. And like in the morning, like all the money was just like right there on the counter. You know what I'm saying? And then like I talked to somebody, he's like, don't worry about it, whatever. And then the next bill come up, and I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? This came up, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just take off whatever you paid on the light bill. And the next morning, all the money was on the counter again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then so it's just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And it's to the point where he's just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like a kept woman. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, nah, man, hold on, man.
Like, what's up?
Yeah, like,
where we getting this money from?
What is you doing? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking, we had worked at the same place and everything. And, he just like one day just ended up just not coming to work or nothing. And like, he wasn't really, trying to give me no real live info on what was going on, but I figured like something was going on.
Yeah, he doing something illegal at least, right?
Yo, I can't tell you if it's illegal or what, but he had something special going on. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, I just try to cut into him one day and just was like, look, man, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pull me in.
Okay.
And I remember just like the vibe was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? This ain't for you, kind of, you know, the vibe. And I just pressed. And then just one day, his big brother had called me or whatever. I was at work, and he was, you know what I'm saying? I heard you, you know, you trying to get on and shit. And shit, I was like, yeah. He was like, shit, come meet me. Like, he said, I'm at work. I told him I was at work. He was like, shit, nigga, trying to fuck with a nigga or not.
Okay.
Shit, I got up, I walked out the job and everything.
Where was you working at the time?
Was it T-Mobile? I think it was T-Mobile.
Oh, yeah, you still at T-Mobile, huh? Yeah. Bro, you just dipped.
Like, go.
Okay, so here's the $1 million question though, right? Yeah. Because, you know, we come from fairly similar backgrounds, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying you definitely had, you know what I'm saying, 2-parent household. They made a pretty good living, you know what I'm saying? Actually, we in the same crib where, you know what I'm saying, you basically grew up. Like, it never dawned upon, I mean, like, did it ever hit you at one point that like, man, like, do I really want to do this? Like, why would I go down this road? Did you ever question it?
Question, I can't say question, but was I aware that I had like some pretty pivotal moments in my life? Yeah, I definitely had like those moments where you realize like I'm at a crossroads, and like I don't know, when you young, man, you just
see the money,
man. Dog, listen, you what's crazy is when you older and you make a dumb decision, like you stress about it, you dwell on it. You know what I'm saying? It eats at you. When you young and make a stupid decision, you don't care. You just happy as could be and just go on with life, dog. Yeah. I was making like dumb decisions, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure I knew they was dumb, but it just did not affect me. It didn't like bother me at all, dog. And I just was, you know, my whole thing was just wanting to do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it.
Okay. All right. So without being too specific though, like when you was in the thick of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was you able to afford? Was you making like really good money?
Oh yeah. I mean, money was good. I mean, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I wanted to do, whatever it was I wanted, I could get, though. Whether it be a car, I mean, the cribs. The cribs, you know what I'm saying, that we was at, dog. I'm talking about at one point, dog, I'm sure we was paying like up to like 15, 20,000 in just different rents between all of us, man. It just was.
Damn. Where was y'all boys staying?
I mean, my partner, I know he had a couple different spots in the Woodlands.
Like full blown cribs or like condos?
Yeah, like, the spot in the one spot in the Woodlands was a condo for sure. We had another like crib, with the kids and everybody was at, like a house that was out in the Woodlands. We're a little further past the Woodlands. We had another one in Cypress, Texas. We stayed off of like 610 and some big what's it called, the high building, skyscraper, whatever, Jones. And we had a few different spots, a bunch of different houses, the different condos, just all through the years. We fucked off a lot of money on rent, dog. We could have bought a few houses.
Damn, but that's crazy, bro. I'm glad you ain't tell me, dog. Bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you, dog. That money talk, man. Like I definitely ain't want to judge, because I know for a fact when it's easy to say, you know what I'm saying? That's why I asked, did you ever like think, hey, maybe this ain't for me, right? But when you see your homie holding 20 grand, it's like,
no, listen, it's not, it wasn't even just 20 grand. It was like, dog, whatever came up, whatever. Oh yeah, come on, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I got you. It just was, there was no end to what you was able to do.
Damn, y'all was making money like that.
No, there was just no end to
what All right. So let's continue through the story. All right. So, you're making good money now in this era, right? Like, were there moments where you truly thought about, man, maybe, we didn't touch a little too much. I need to go ahead and like try to find my way up out of here.
Well, like, I'm gonna say early. I'm talking about early. I did my little thing and I made some bread, and I remember like I had this number in my head. As soon as I make this number, I'm gonna wrap everything up, and I'm gonna go ahead and shoot out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I did. What's crazy is I did. I hit my number. I wrapped shit up, and I ended up going to New York. Shout out TJ, man. That's day one. That's my nigga, dog.
Okay.
And I went out there, and like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about he was there with me the whole step of the way. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to, just trying to get on regular, dog, with the 9 to 5 or whatever. But I just didn't have like that drive.
It ain't the same. Yeah.
Oh,
it ain't the same. Like, that's,
you come from just waking up when you want to wake up and making, you know what I'm saying, hundreds of dollars in a couple seconds. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild, bro.
So, I just when I went out there, that drive wasn't there. Like, there was one major situation that I was trying to get on with, and that I got pretty far into it, and it ended up falling through. And after that, I just was like, fuck this. And then it was the winter. Like, once that first winter came, and I'm looking at my money dwindling, and that motherfucking cold just hit me tough like that.
Yeah, that New York cold different, bro. That New York cold different.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, what was you staying in New York, bro? Like, what was your rent like? What was you paying?
When I first landed, I was in the Bronx. I wanted to say that, and that's the thing. I was retarded. I was spending money like I was still making it.
Like you were still making it?
Yeah. So I stayed in the Bronx. It was nice. I want to say it was like $1,500 or whatever.
Oh shit, that ain't that bad for paying for New York.
This was like for every 2 weeks or something like that.
Oh damn! So you was paying $3,000?
It was something like for almost.
But even still, that's like I know out there, that's kind of like the average though, right? Like for like, that ain't a condo, that ain't a studio apartment. Was it a studio?
It was. I don't want to say it was a studio because I had like a little apartment or whatever. But then there was we shared like a kitchen. I had my bathroom and all that or whatever. But like 2 or 3 different apartments shared like a kitchen or something.
Okay.
A weird little setup. It was like a brownstone, but they like renovated it.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
and I assume you moved out to New York because you were trying to follow, saying being like an actor and shit.
Yeah, I was definitely on
that. Right. Damn, no, that's crazy because like it's like if shit would have worked out, like the whole.
I mean, what's crazy is, and my homeboy tell me this all the time, man. Shout out Thunder Dog. Persistence beats resistance, bro. And I just
absolutely
was not focused on that, man. I just was trying to like slide through life, man, and life just not built like that.
Yeah, bro. When you young, man, and especially like when you see that money, like that's and to me, like I know you say that, but like it's like if you talking about the kind of money I was making, bro, that'll drag anybody in, dog. You can't be working on 9 to 5, and then people out here not doing half as much work as you, sliding on way more money. It's hard to. I know me, right? Because like all I care about is money. Like, I don't care what I do. I would shovel shit for a living, dog, if I had to. If it meant that I would make $40 an hour, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of thing that I be on. So, like, for you to be all like, yo, that kind of money, like, I already know. Like, it ain't hard to get into it when you see boys making that kind of money. And that's the thing, and we'll talk about it later. That's the thing that people don't understand when they ask, like, why people get into it. Like, in these really tough areas where, you know what I'm saying, people got to wonder about every meal, where it come from, you know what I'm saying, I don't know where they're going to lay their head next. The people you see that you idolize, the people that's making it, they driving Dodge Chargers, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you ask them what they doing. Oh, well, I'm doing this. Well, it ain't hard to get into that when you know, you don't know where your next meal coming from. And then you got a way to get into a position where, you know what I'm saying, you can eventually one day be driving Dodge Chargers fresh off the line paid for, you know, it's so like to me, you know what I'm saying, from that understanding, I could definitely see how somebody finds their way into that position. And, you know what I'm saying, all you do is see, you know what I'm saying, the potential of it and not the consequences of the reality of what may eventually hit you, though. But okay, so
I mean, I don't want to get it misconstrued or because it definitely never was like a situation like I didn't know where I was going to eat or none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it just was I just was, you know what I'm saying, young and dumb.
Yeah, I'm saying we ain't had no reason, you know, like
yeah.
You definitely had no reason to be in that position, bro. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had a good life, right? But I'm saying that I definitely can see how you seen the money and was all like, yo,
yeah, that's just purely it, man.
Yeah, you see the money and it's like,
it was just the bread was the bread was too real, man, to pass up.
Yeah, because they say all the time, right? Like, people don't steal because they can't get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you knew we could walk into a bank tomorrow and rob it for $1 million and get away with it, 99% of people would do it, bro. Like, that what keeps people from doing things is resistance. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, resistance is what keeps people from doing things, right? So that's why, like, they have procedures at jobs. You know what I'm saying? My manager, shout out to my manager Jerry. He used to tell us all the time, people steal because of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's presented to itself, they're going to steal, right? And that's just human nature. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even got to be bad people. They ain't even got to be people that are looking to do something bad. But, you know, you find one of your workers one day, they in a situation where bills got to get paid. It's an easy, quick, they can snatch $400 about the register. They'll do it because that's just human nature, you know, and that sucks because, you know, once we catch them, you know, we got to do what we got to do. But don't look at these people as bad people. Like, they just, you know, opportunity presents itself and, you know, they're saying they just run with it. And that's what we have here, right? Like, the opportunity presents itself to make serious money that most people ain't never going to touch in their life. You know what I'm saying?
It's facts.
And so you telling me y'all hit cribs in the Woodlands, you know what I'm saying? You hit a number and they got out. That's wild to me because I ain't never seen a number ever in my bank account where I was like, yeah, I could take a year or two off and just dip.
I mean, see the crazy, after I hit the number, right, and I dip out or whatever.
Yeah. And
I come back from New York City. That was the thing. Once I come back from New York, though, that was just when, like, I had tunnel vision. That was when it was like, okay, nothing else even matters. At this point, it's like, okay,
you just got to make this money.
Yeah, just got to make this money, bro.
Did you come back broke or just?
I ain't gonna say broke, but I definitely needed to get back in the groove of things. You know what I'm saying? I definitely need to get back in the groove of things. And I came back and that's exactly what happened, bro. Just got back in a little situation. I peeped what was going on and I put my own little 2 cents in and, you know what I'm saying, got in where I fit in. And the rest was history, dog. Like, we just, and the crazy thing is, if I had put that much time, that much energy, that much focus, that much ingenuity.
That's what we doing now.
Into anything else.
anything, right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it was just digging holes in the ground. If I just was put that much focus and just digging holes in the ground, dog.
That is.
You know what I'm saying? I could have been successful at digging holes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I put a lot of time and energy and stress and blood and sweat and tears into, you know what I'm saying, the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and listen, there's people out there that get away with it, dog. But you know, at some point, most people don't. And I was one of the people that, you know, that didn't get away with it.
I'm saying, to me, it seemed like the unfortunate part is the downside to it. The more money you make, the more you start to, because how can you like, can you really hide that much money? Can you really because I'm saying, because, you know, you got laundering and stuff. So, I mean, I'm sure you can cook books, but, you know, you got to be behind businesses and you got to.
Yeah, you can, but that's another thing though. That's
me, it's a point where and just tell me if I'm wrong, it's a point where like you got to have so many people like under the umbrella that like somebody eventually like cracks. You know what I'm saying? Somebody eventually says something.
That's usually how it happens.
Yeah, right.
That's okay. So when you fucking around, dog, you got two things. Like it's a spectrum, right? You got the super paranoid, hustler that's always
looking over his shoulder.
Yeah, always. You know what I'm saying? He's thinking he's dead already. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
And then you got the one that just nonchalant, don't give a fuck. Who, if the feds is watching, like, he gonna be fresh if the feds watching.
When they pull up, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I done live my life.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yellow, okay, yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? The trick is finding that balance is, you know what I'm saying, finding that sweet spot between the two where you're not super paranoid.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? But you're not like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just lackadaisical, nonchalant about what you're doing.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, when you in the thick of things and you're doing it, man, you start seeing this money and you start thinking of different ways to put the money up or whatever, and that's when the real stress starts to come, because when a lot of money starts coming in, then you start worrying about like, damn, what am I gonna do with all this bread? And then it's like, then you got the urge to want to like, splurge a little bit or whatever, and then that right there, that brings eyes and stuff. And that's like, that's another thing. I used to call it like, operating in darkness, man, because you can get so much, so much money, but then it's like, what can you do with it?
Exactly, right? Because you can't put more than $10,000 in the bank, because then they got to report that to the Fed.
Like, listen, that's another thing. See, I used to put money in the bank, you know what I'm saying? And I used to keep it low key. I wouldn't even get to the 9s or the 8s to the 7s. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro, I feel you. Like, I didn't thought about like how I could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll be thinking, like, why boys dropping $20,000 off to the bank? Yeah. Like, what they doing?
I wouldn't do it. And see, the crazy thing is when you like above board, like, or operating in the light, you'll go and take $30,000 cash if it's legal, and just drop it in the bank and don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Because you know what you.
Yeah, but obviously, you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. You gotta move a little differently.
Yeah, so that was just another thing, man. That's where a lot of stress would come, man. Just like, what am I gonna do with all this? And then it's like, I want to buy a house, but then how you buy a house? Because if you ever bought a house, they scrutinize your funds,
bro.
I'm talking about so savagely,
bro. I bought a house. No, they ask you, like, if you bought a house today, you 35 years old, they gonna ask you what you did when you was 18, bro. They going that far back.
$1,300? What's this $1,300 deposit come from?
Why you missed this payment right here, bro? You gotta write a letter explaining that shit. I was so done with trying to buy a house, dog. Just going off topic here real quick. I was so done with buying a house, bro. I was all like, yo, if this shit don't happen, like, we were approving everything, but I was just so annoyed that, like, I wanted to call my agent up and be all like, yo, man, I just want this motherfucker, bro. Like, quit asking me to do this extra shit, man. So yeah, that's the thing. That's why I'm all like, I know the money's good, dog, but like, I eventually hit a realization that I was like, even if like you make it, you know what I'm saying, and like you get to the level you making the kind of money you want to make, you still can't live like the way you really want to live, right?
I mean, listen, and there's definitely ways around, you know what I'm saying, clean your money, all that.
All right, so we're back. One of these days I'm gonna figure this shit out, and we ain't gonna have these issues, man. Not to make matters, not to digress here for a minute, but not only did the camera cut out, but nothing we recorded in these mics went into that video. So I got a lot of work to do. Okay, but hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we finally get it together. All right, so we cut out it. There's definitely ways around it. There's definitely ways to shuffle that money around. Yeah. Because we ended on, me thinking that, yo, it probably definitely ain't really worth it, because at the end of the day, you really can't live your life the way you want to. But you saying that, like, there's ways to make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's ways to make it happen. It's a lot of work, a lot of stress.
But don't you need to be laying that foundation early? Like, you can't get to that money and then start trying to, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, the thing is if you have that mindset, you have that mindset. If you don't, you don't. And you gonna know once you start making. I mean, your first dollar, man. You know what I'm saying? You either gonna be like, man, I gotta put this up. I gotta save it. And when it comes to like make that first big purchase, you either, you know, vigilant and on top of your shit, or you not. And anybody who's really trying to, like, you know, at least keep appearances up. If you're trying to keep appearances up, you're gonna take the time to at least do your research and try to do things the right way, or at least where they appear to be, you know, the right way. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, you got it's hustlers out there, man. They don't give a damn, man. They gonna go get a car that's worth $15,000, dog, and they gonna drop, you know, $25,000 cash on it.
Richard Millie's.
You know what I'm saying? Because they not trying to deal with all the paperwork, and it's not in their name. You know what I'm saying? None of that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna pay, you know what I'm saying, $3,000 worth of rent to somebody who the real owner's only probably taking like $1,900. You know what I'm saying? But a third party's doing it for you and all that. So they taking so much money. It's just a bunch of different ways. Like, if you on top of your shit, man, you know, that's the best way to do it, man. But you got a lot of hustlers out there that just, they don't care, they don't know, and they don't care to know. So, you know, they doing it the hard way, man. But like I said, if you know better, you do better, man. And at this point, man,
okay,
I'm gonna do better. So.
Okay, yeah. It's just that, like I said, not to trample on this any longer, but you know, it's a market where like it sells itself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, it's definitely not something that you gotta make nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why my thing is a lot like when people be all like, you know, they put all this money into that, but you know, you can start a regular business. You know, obviously y'all businessman, but the thing is like you gotta sell. You gotta be able to get people coming back. Like in the dope game, you get the market is the market. Like you ain't really like you ain't really, and y'all weren't dealers, right? Y'all just moving.
I mean, now the reality is, like, when we first, you know, coming up in it, definitely, like,
definitely as like when you first get in, right?
Like, I'm talking about, I was hitting every leg. I mean, there was no sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, every day, every hour, like, we was on the move. Do this, do that, do this.
Really, the way they show it in the movies, like you get a call in the morning, like you at the 2 o'clock in the morning, you getting the fuck up.
I'm talking about every single lick that was coming, man. You had to get up and you had to go serve it, man. Because at that point, every dollar mattered, though. But that's where like the team mindset was a big deal back then, man. Because we definitely was like all on the same page, and like
that's wild.
Yeah, we definitely was all on the same page, and that's, I mean, I attribute a lot of, you know what I'm saying, like our success in what we were doing to us being able to have that camaraderie and us having that, you know, that same mindset, man. Rest in peace, Chubbs. Rest in peace, Loso. It just we wasn't gonna be able to get to where we was at if we didn't.
If you didn't have the same vision.
Yeah, exactly, man. Or at least everybody subscribed to that, to whoever's vision it was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To like, hey, look, we trust in, you know, what, you know what I'm saying, this person is seeing or whatever, and that's what, and that's where we was at, man. And, you know, we was all able to, like, you know what I'm saying, contribute our little 2 cents to where we was trying to go, and everybody, we all did the best to, you know, try to factor that in, and once we locked in on what it was, man, we buckled down, man, and we went for it, dog. And when I say we was all on it, everybody had their roles, man. Like,
okay. So my question is here, right? Because to talk about that, right? So yeah, it's a group effort. My thing is, did y'all ever meet any resistance? Was y'all dealing with, like, you know what I'm saying, difficulties out here with like people and shit?
You talking about like the laws and stuff?
No, not just the laws, but I'm saying like the competition. You know?
Yeah. I mean, you definitely have like that kind of resistance, man. You listen. You don't have like resistance like in house, and you definitely gonna have resistance from, you know, just, you know, outside. You know what I'm saying? Call it competition, whatever. That's basic, man. You know, and you just gotta do your best to deal with it. And you know, listen. Hustlers is when I say they jack of all trades, are like they politicians, man. They are COOs, man. They are the accountants, man. They are the CEOs. Like you have to be a lot of different roles, to be out there. You just don't realize that you're playing a lot of these roles. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
You don't realize you're playing a lot of these roles, and when you out there, man, you just got to do your best to put all the fires out and live to fight another day.
Okay. Damn, man, and see, that's just crazy because so in these moments, right? Like, did those moments ever hit you and you're like, I don't know if I can do this much longer?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had that moment when I went to New York. But like I said, when I came back from New York and I did all that, that was.
But I'm talking about like where it gets dangerous though. Like, did you ever have like that one night where like shit got too real? You ain't know.
If it was worth it. If I did, like it was real fleeting, man. It was like
that money talking.
Hey, listen, if I had that moment,
if you had it down, okay,
man, them moments was very fleeting, man. I can remember. I definitely can remember. One time where like your heart get to doing all that or whatever. And listen, I wouldn't have scares with the laws and all that. You riding, you get pulled over and all that. We didn't have all them kind of scares. But what, like, I just remember just one day just almost like hyperventilating, dog. I remember counting money, bro, and it was me and somebody else, dog. And I said I think we hit about almost 700 something thousand.
Damn.
And we still got more money to count. You know
Damn.
what I mean? We still got more money to count.
Bro.
Just like,
bro, you hit 700.
And it wasn't, listen, there was
700 G's?
There was no workaround, no nothing. It was just bills. It was just bread. You know what I'm saying? Just like me and one other person. We just trying to get through this so that we can go ahead and get all those situations right.
And that's y'all money.
Yeah, this is exactly, though. And so we counting it. And once we get to that point, and I'm looking at the rest of the money, dog, and like your fingers is cramping up and all that, and I just get to thinking like, hold on, this shit's serious. Like, this is real.
Like, this, bro.
This is real.
Yeah, dog. Because y'all, you had to have at least a milli, right?
This is real. I think we was short. I want to say it was 9 something. We were short.
Man, y'all had $1 million in this.
We didn't get all the way there, dog. And listen, the crazy thing is those is like one of those like OT plays. So now you focus on getting all that bread home. You know what I'm saying? So that's just another one of those like those situations. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, now this is a different kind of stress.
Y'all moving across state lines.
Yeah. You know listen, man, there was times like I'm catching 2-3 flights
damn
a day.
A day. Yo, bro, I feel like I'm talking to like somebody I don't even know, bro.
I'm telling you, I'm catching like 2-3 flights a day. It was
damn.
When I say I was moving around, man. Like, I used to get calls, and the first question, hey, you in the city? You here? You know what I'm saying? Because I used to be in and out so much. That was the first thing you would have to ask me is like, where you at? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was calls from people in different, like somebody in California could call me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody in Louisiana might call me. Somebody in Virginia might call me. Somebody in Houston gonna call me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You out here?
Bro. No, I can't. When I tell you my mind is blown right now, like, I'd have never thought y'all was touching money like that, dog.
Listen, somebody told me you was living a double life, and the thing was like, I never saw it as living a double life. I just did my best
to manage it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that it wasn't so, in nobody's face or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Now, if you was close enough, like, you know what I'm saying, enough interactions, though, you definitely knew something was going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you just wasn't sure. Like, I had people that was close at the time when I got popped and everything, that was just jaw drop shocked. Like,
bro, that ass. Like, I'm telling you, when I tell you right now, dog, like my jaw would be on the floor if it could stretch that far. That's where I'm at, man. Because I was like I knew tidbits, but I ain't had any idea that like y'all was touching this much weight. That's crazy. All right, so that's where we're gonna stop it at here, man. As you can see, man, my boy definitely lived a life that most people would have wanted to live. But the unfortunate part here is that everything that glitter ain't gold, man. And so as we roll into the next episode and we go into part 2, as you learn that there are consequences for every action, you know what I'm saying? And this is why I thought it was so important to get his conversation, to get his testimony on record, so that way you could see exactly what my man been through, what it was like. But the reality of it is that, you know what I'm saying, everybody has to pay their due one day. And so when that bill come, understand you got to run that check. So thank y'all for tuning in, man. I appreciate it so much. Till next time, it's your boy Imperator Rose signing off, man.